It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And one of the epic nights in the NBA, we welcome you to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight, it'll be the East All-Stars going up against the West All-Stars. Both the East and West have so many ways to attack. It's always hard to predict just what's going to happen at the All-Star Game, but whatever happens, you know it'll be entertaining. Every one of these players wants to be at his very best on such a huge stage. And here we go, getting our popcorn and butter and other treats. Ready for the main affair. Lots of people have talked about ways to try and make this game more interesting. Shaq, your thoughts on that?
Well, bigger prize money, Ernie. You know, that'll bring the guys like LeBron and those guys out. You know, when I was coming up, all the big guys showed up. Michael, Dominique, Bird, Magic. Now, these guys sitting on the sideline with the cheap little sunglasses. They need to get those Shaq sunglasses, by the way.
I would say, how about adding a 5-point?
Ooh.
No, you can't be
It's
messing
all
with
about
the game
fun,
like
Ernie.
that. No, you can't be messing with the game.
Hey, you know why I didn't? You know why I took so many threes, Ernie?
No.
You know why I took so many threes?
Yes.
Why?
Because you didn't want to play inside.
Nope.
Because
they
that's
didn't
where
have
guys
fours.
get hurt.
If they would have fours, I would have took those.
No.
That's a good one, Kenny.
Kevin Harlan, take
You
it
gotta give
away.
it up to him for that one, Ernie. This is what they have for us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Davis at the 4 slot.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
So here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Kevin Love.
Cannot give him that much room for mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Durant with the steal. From 11 feet away. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
It's stolen by Harden. That's Durant on the wing. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Durant's got 5.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight, we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Now, here's Westbrook. Here's Davis. And he gets it to go from the high post. Davis has got his first points of the night.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Davis against James. DeRozan in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David.
Spoke about what it really means to be an all-star coach. He said, really, it's just a testament to the way my real team has played this year. It's a side effect of them having a great start to the season. They deserve all the credit for me being here. Kevin, very gracious as always. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. West All-Stars shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Good, James Harden.
James Harden is clearly an MVP caliber talent. No doubt about that. A triple-double threat who really is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Harden hits them both.
Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down, and it was easy.
LeBron kicks to Irving. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Six to shoot. Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
And the West All-Stars with possession. Davis sets a screen. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
So the West ends up going with the new group. Now, here is Irving. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down. And Green slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Irving. There's the lob into Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. It's a three-point game. Towns, a screen on Irving. Pass to Towns. Shoots from 14. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Now, here is George. Towns up top. Kicks it to McCollum. Feeds it to George. 5 to shoot. And it's George finishing it off.
I'll tell you what, Paul George has done a good job getting stronger since he's been in the league. And because of that, he doesn't mind seeking out contact. As a matter of fact, his new added strength gives him confidence as he seeks contact.
New players in now for the East.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Al Paul after the missed three by Carmelo. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Gotta respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Great open look there.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
And the West All-Stars with possession. They lead by 4. Towns against Drummond. It's deflected and stolen by Drummond. Towns with the steal. Over Wall. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Chris Paul, very much one of the best and most talented point guards in the league. A really poised floor leader who always is talking and is really an excellent leader, too.
Free throw good, Paul. And so Paul nails both of them. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Back to Wade. He feeds it to Carmelo. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And it's 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. West All-Stars lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One quarter of basketball already played, and welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And, guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
He's with the ball. They trail by 3.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, Zach Randolph is out there with Andre Drummond. It's Wall, then it's Anthony, and it's Wade in at the shooting guard position. And here's Towns, following the three-pointer by John Wall.
Well, he mistimed it just a skosh. Don't think the defense really had an impact. I think he just flat out missed it.
And that misses. That would have put him up. McCollum against Wade. McCollum kicks to Towns. Outside, George. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, it's surprising that he caught that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
Wade on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Towns with the steal. Ball kicks to George. That doesn't go either for George. And here are the East All-Stars. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Wade, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Antetokounmpo comes in for Zach Randolph. And James subbed in for Anthony. LeBron passes to Antetokounmpo. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far. Over to the left wing. Cousins dishes to Westbrook. Over to Wall. Westbrook with the bucket.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense. Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Dishes it to Davis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Durant. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Durant's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Durant against LeBron. Puts it up. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The 3 from Harden buries the long-range jumper. And it's a 4-point West All-Star lead.
Beautiful stroke on the 3 ball there. Harden is a lights-out shooter from behind the arc.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Drummond. Love comes in for LeBron. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Dwyane Wade. And it's Kyle Lowry in for John Wall. Love kicks to Whiteside. And stolen by Cousins. Westbrook against Lowry. Cousins, the pass to Durant. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Outside, DeRozan. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, losing some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
The East making a switch. James is checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. He needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
Curry's checked in for Russell Westbrook. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. LeBron with it, and it's Harden picking him up over Durant. Offensive rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Screen by Cousins. Harden kicks to Cousins. Back to Harden. Fires from the wing. A shot, no good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Here's James, and the shot goes in. LeBron's got 6 points.
Yeah, I like how James takes it to the defense. Even if they're all over him, he just muscles it past them.
Screen by Cousins. Davis in the corner. They need this. That shot missing.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Towns, he's checked in for Cousins. Draymond Green comes in for Davis. Paul George, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's C.J. McCollum in for James Harden. It's a close game here in New Orleans. Now, here's Curry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's George, and George with the stop.
Well, we've talked about, you know, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter. And this is where you milk the clock.
Yeah, that's the intelligent play here, Greg, no doubt. No reason to chuck up some garbage shot.
Green, the screen. On deep. There's Towns. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome back
Show.
to halftime on our 2K Sports presentation of the All-Star Game. Ernie Johnson here. So is Shaq. So is Kenny. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
I would say this has been a back and forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see the competitiveness come out in these guys. That's right, Ernie. I have to say it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness. A little more defense, not a lot more, but certainly a lot more intensity. And at the end of the day, every guy on that court out there is built to win.
This particular All-Star game has some real energy. The guys aren't just going out there and going through the motions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second half.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in a second.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And Davis can't get it to go. Davis has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Inside. Here's DeRozan. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's James. And the dunk by James.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Davis. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding, but staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
LeBron dishes to Antetokounmpo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. He really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on him at all times.
The East All-Stars have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo has the complete and total trust of his teammates. A real Swiss Army knife, a versatile guy. Does everything and anything that needs to be done with the basketball in his hand.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the East. That one is no good.
Disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Durant, the pass to Cousins. The dish to Durant. Hands it from downtown. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
90 seconds now into the second half. DeRozan against Harden. Nice D from DeRozan. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now the East All-Stars with it. A 2-point game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Here's Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Westbrook's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Stolen away. Now he's trying to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fires from 18, and he comes up with the deuce. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Irving kicks to Antetokounmpo. Irving against Westbrook. The 19-foot shot. The West All-Stars pull it in. Outside Durant. In the corner, Harden. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Cousins with a screen for Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down home.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the back.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Whiteside a screen. Wade outside. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's Towns. 2 points. That one goes.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Trailing by 2.
Yeah, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Lillard outside. And off against Davis. The pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
From deep, George hits the three-point bomb. Now it's a 6-point West All-Star lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
There's the 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Outside Anthony. And they come right back with their own 3-point. Anthony's got his third basket of the night. George with the ball. 10 points for him. And there's the feed to Towns. Back to George. He kicks to Paul. buries it from three-point range. Paul's got 5.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Was shot missing. Nice D from Wall.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Dwyane Wade. Three-pointer, Lillard, off target. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. It's the West All-Stars. They're up by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
And here is Curry. Anthony out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Drummond, and it's Wall, and it's Lowry in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Green kicks to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3, and he's good on the 3 balls. McCollum's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the West All-Stars. Lowry dishes to Randolph. Outside for Lowry. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
And George kicks to Green. Back to George. Davis sets a screen. George against Anthony. Outside Curry. 3-pointer. Good work defensively by Lowry. He dishes it to Carmelo. Stolen by McCollum. Over Wall. And that one comes up a bit short. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
George with no one around. East grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Wall, no luck. Curry outside, sinks the 3-pointer.
And Kevin, that 3 ball of Curry damn it. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. A big group substitution here for the East. Kevin Love's checked in for Drummond. James comes in for Zach Randolph. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's DeRozan in for John Wall. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Durant comes in for George. James Harden is checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Curry. Lowry against Westbrook. Harden outside. Now here's Cousins. Defense is right there. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night. Goes up from the top of the key. Shoots no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face. And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Westbrook against Lowry. And it's Westbrook missing.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Durant kicks to Westbrook. Over Lowry. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Durant.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
From deep, James. Good on the triple. LeBron's got 23 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to wheel his team back in the game.
Down low. It's stolen by DeRozan. Left side Lowry to take the lead. Drops in the tray. Kyrie's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, Kevin, when it's an important moment in the game, a big time in the game, he flat out takes over. Lowry is a gamer.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, and Cousins never shy when his team needs a game-changing basket.
Love and the dunk by Love. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 16 points for Kevin Durant.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Lowry from outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
On timeout call by the West All-Stars. 46 left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Lowry's gone an outstanding 3 of 4 from three-point territory. Davis sets a screen. Durant, the pass to Davis. Over James. A putback. He hangs in there and crashes in on the second chance points.
They're just tremendously physical. Cousins not afraid to rearrange some furniture in there.
LeBron dishes to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots in games.
Here's Westbrook. Great D that time from Love.
Boy, incredible effort on defense. Refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing but that jam. Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim. And the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Lowry against Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
There's a screen. James against Davis. Shoots it. It's in!
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Now a timeout call by the West All-Stars. They trail by 3. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Exactly. You're right on top of it, Greg. No need to chuck up a 3. Just be smart and get a quality shot.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and for some missing.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own, a dynamite two-guard who is also a clutch performer.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Durant kicks to Westbrook from outside the arc. Money! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Yeah, awesome watching Westbrook drain the three-ball there. He just needs to focus on being a little more efficient from downtown.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.